Welcome to Welfare TV. We are live for our match day 6, which is Zwashu versus Shining Stars. The game has just started. We've got about 10 minutes in. Shining Stars is leading with 1 goal to 0. And as you can see right now, Zwashu has just gotten a penalty. So we're gonna join the live feed of the game, and we're gonna switch to our commentator, Debo Komalek. Enjoy the game.
Real amogela today re sa buile re sa le mo Thaba Tshwane fa e le gore re tlo bonana le tlhopha tse pedi fa e le gore re tlo boela papading le sona setlhopha se e le gore sa tsone sa nno e leka-lekanya dino fa e le gore ke magareng ga setlhopha sa Shining Stars le yona Zwashu fa e le gore re bona e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke fa e le gore ke setlhopha se e le gore mo maemong a loko se mme maemong a mabotse fa e le gore ra bona re sa le mo re sa le mo fa e le gore papadi e ke papadi e le gore e raloka lega la botshelela re bone e le gore mo dibekeng tse di fetileng gore bone e le gore mo lokong go bile le dino tse e ka ba go tse 25 ka tsatsi le lengwe ka fao re bone e le gore go bile le metshameko e le gore e bapadile tsatsi nna le kgono fa e le gore re bone diphetogo tse di tla iragala mo lokong fa lo re ge le tsatsi la gompieno le fifala re tlo bona ditlhopha tse lo di ralokile go fa re tlo bona maemo a e le gore a simologa go tšhentšha fa e le gore re bone mo dibekeng tse di fetile gore bone e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars se bile maemong a makaone ka fa se kgonne go fenya sona setlhopha sa yone ya Unisa ka dino tse 3-1 fa e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ge se ka kgona go thopa papadi ya gompieno le gona se ka be se eme mo maemong a makaone-kaone mo lokong fa le re bone mo matsatsing a fetile gore bone e le gore morago ga game go ba tsona dibapadi tse e le gore di ralokilwe loko ile ya simolola go tšhentšha maga a mmalwa setlhopha se e le gore tshameka le sona Khalanga ka yona iri ya bobedi e le gore sona go emisiwa fa le setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke fa e le gore sa apere mebala e ka ba go emiswa fa le re lebeletse bona borra dino ba sona setlhopha tse pedi tse re bona e le rra dino wa sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars o e le gore o apere mebala e ka ba go e metala le borukgu yo boso fa e le gore bona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ke fa e le gore bona e le gore motshameko wa bona ke motshameko e le gore tla bona ba nyaka phenyo go se lekane le seo fa e le gore bona re kgwele e le ka mo le karolwaneng la sena setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars fa le bona le rra dino ke yena a tswile ka dino o ka sireletsa yona kgwele eo o na le dino tse ka bago tse tlhano re na le yena All Stars a ba le ena tshepang go tswa go yena Unix fa e le gore o na le dino tse ka bago tenne ba e be le bona ba e le gore ba phenkgisane ba rena go tswa go yona top goal scorer e sale e le gore tsona dipapadi tse di thomile fa e le gore re bona e le gore ka ge se sebaka lona le sogana la yona Julie ke o le gore a ka tseya ketapele mme ge e le gore o tla nosa nno ya botshelela a setse morago ke yona re ka bona la sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars fa e le gore le yena o na le yona dino tse ka baka tse tlhano e le go yena urine fa e le gore o ka palela re ka bona e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Unisa e fe le gore le ka bona le ba re go ke yena Tshepa fa e le gore o na le dino tse ka bago tse nne fa e le gore be le bona leading goal scorers tsa yona welfare fa e le gore ke yona metshameko e le gore e tlisetswa life go tswa go yona re tswa go yona fa le re bona e le gore sona maemo a loko re bona e le gore yona Zwashu e tsere maemo a pele ka fa e bapadile metshameko e ka bago e metlhano e fentse yona metshameko e metlhano ba na le tsona di-point tse ka bago tse 15 point ba latela ke yona Shining Stars fa e le gore e na le yona 13 point e bapadile metshameko e ka bago e metlhano e winne mina e droile motshameko o le mongwe fa e le gore e tla ba tsona diphetogo tse e le gore di iragala tsatsing la gompieno ka fe re bona e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke tsona ditlhopha tse e le gore di a phenkgišana tsatsing le la gompieno fa e le gore kgwele e tla ka ona bella ga bonolo bona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba e tlhabasang kwa kolo ba go petsa yona Zwashu e tla baka ka ona sona Shining Stars montlenyana monna wa ithutela ka montle a tya kgwele a e bea ka montle e tla tswa le tatlhelo ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba itse ba e latela ka mogare ba busetsa moragonyana mo center circle ge ba ikuka yona Shining Stars ba ikukela ka maradino tsa yona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu wa tswa ke yona radino wa ya tlarela yona kgole eo e le one yona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars one setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ba le re tla e rola ka mafatlhe le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba itse ka bonolo fela o feta ka lesogana ka montenyana lesogana la jersey ya bobedi ya mo palela yona kgole e tswela ka monte e mo palela yona kgwele e tswela ka monte e tla tloga mo morago e le yona goal kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu e tla tloga e le goal kick ya sona Zwashu fa e le gore re bona e le gore mokotlisi wa tsatsing la gompieno wa pere mebala e ka bago e meserolwana wa pere mebala e le gore e tshwana le yona bathusi ba gago Pala mo bra, mara senta second. Kanal kawan al sona jersey ya bol sumile bthane mo palle na khole. Akara araga khole o ya kamunte bile maiti ko ama kaun ko to sona scoop hinsa yona. Chinese tas. Wa elo robai te mo khile khor bagani son ne bu bedi fele ba pali tsona khole. Iba pali tsona khole bona ba se tlhopha sa yona Chinese tas khole ta tloga mo morago le yona ena radino. E tla tloga mo morago yona khole. E tla tlosa yona radino khole mo moragonya. Palor khole o tla tloga mo morago radino. Wa e tja ga bonolo fe. Wa e tja romela ka mo ntlenyana ga yona di 18 ba ikuka sa kokolo ba romela mo pele. E ba tja ba roma mo pele Shining Stars wa go pa go pele. Malopane o bona push or start tsa bo so sona se pasa yona Shining Stars. Malopane o bona push go tswa go sona se pasa yona Shining Stars. So re tla ka bona push e tla tloga mo morago yona khole. Ha e tloga khole mo morago ka ona la jersey ya botsele. Wa lebella ke yona khole. Wa e tja ba pisa bonolo fe. Wa tja khole ba bua ke yona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ba mo kopa go petsa khole tsela ka monte. Ba mo kopa go petsa khole tsela ka monte tja boela ka mogare le tatlhela yona Shining Stars ka ge khole tsile ka sona stopper sa yona Zwashu. Ba ile gore ba pere mebala e meshweu le yona mebala e me blue. Ba ile gore tla tsena ka mogare tatlhela yona stopper sa yona Shining Stars. Ba e latlhela ka bonolo fela ba e gopa go petsa ba palla yona khole eo e bela mo lotela sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ka bonolo fela e sogana la jersey ya bolesome le botlhano wa ikuka khole a tja khole romela mo pele wa tja kena radino wa tja le no ria puso yona khole eo e latlhela mogara a center second radino wa lebella ka bonolo fela khole la sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ba tja khole ba e busetsa mo morago ka bonolo fela ba e tja ba ikukela mo pele sona Shining Stars ba tja ka mara 18 wa lebella ka bonolo fela wa mo gopa go petsa radino wa tshwara yona khole khole o tla fella ka yona matsongo yena radino ba e tja ka bonolo fela ba e latlhela ka monte le sogana le dirisa barrano o tja khole e busitse morago ka bonolo le sona stopper sa yona
Demba, hurry, Roma, come on.
e tla tswa ka yona khole eo e la sona stopper sa yona Zwashu ba e tja ba e romela tja latlhela montenyana sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ka ra 18 o feta ka yena monna a ka raga khole wa mo gopa go pele e sa bua ka yona Shining Stars ka montlenyana ga 18 elo a ka lebelela wa mo gopa go petse ya pala ka raga ba ithiba yona khole sona stopper sa yona Zwashu e sa le karolong ya sona stopper sa yona Zwashu tja ka yona Shining Stars ba latlhela ka mara 18 elo ba lebelela khole o tla tswela ka montle ba e tswela ka montle khole o tla tsena ka mogare le yona corner kick ya sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars. Parlena stoppa sa ona Zwashu linjije na kholeo. Barlinjije na kholeo le na ba stoppa sa ona Zwashu. Pale re tla tsena ka mogare ile ona corner kick. Kalsona jersey ya bolesome le bong. Is number 11 la hlaga mara ba itula go bona stoppa sa ona Zwashu ba ntsha mokwetsi. Ba e gopa gopetsa moral pate. Ile sona stoppa sa ona Zwashu. Ba itse ba lahla mo pele ba palla ona kholeo. Ba no lahla kgwele ka bonolo. Ba e raga ke bona stoppa sa ona Shining Stars ba romela mo pele nyana le bona ba gopa gopetsa go le ya ba palla. Ba itse rola ka montle nyana ga ona center circle. Ile sona stoppa sa ona Zwashu. A ga lebella kholeo. Ba itse ba rolela ka mara ka 18 area. Ile sona Zwashu ga bonolo fela ba bua ka yona kgwele ba e bushetse morago nyana. Mo thuša malokwane misha flat. Or sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu le tanta bitse go le tlhomiwe fase go tswa go sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars. Ba raloka ka bonolo fela sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars. Ba tswa ka yona kgoleo ba itse ba regela mo pele mo center circle ba gopa go betsa ithulela mo pelenyana ya ba palla yona stoppa sa yona Zwashu. E tla ba kona Shining Stars mo gare center circle ya ba palla le bona Zwashu. E tla ba kona Shining Stars ba tja kgolo ba mo gopa go betsa malokwane o bona putso. E ba mo gopa go betsa malokwane o bona putso go tswa go sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu. E tla raloka ka yona kgoleo e boela karolong ya sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu. Ba bonolo fela mo center circle ya mo palla kgone yona kgoleo e tla ntsha ke sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars. Kgoleo e tla boela ka mogare tla tlhela sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu. Kgwele e tla latlhela ka mogare le sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu. Tla boela papading kgwele e tla tswa mo dimithare tse ka bago tse mmalwa go tse go yona center circle ya sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu ba itse ba rolela mo pelenyana ga bonolo fela wa tja ke yena Radino wa ya tla rela yena kgoleo ba itse tlhaba sang kwa kolobo mo center circle ba gopa gopetsana e thula go sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu e ba ithulela mo pele ya ba palla yona kgoleo e tla boela mo stoppeng sa yona Shining Stars malokwane o bona push. Malokwane o bona push o re kgwele o tla tswa ka sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu mo karolong ya sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars dimithara tse mmalwa go tswa go yona center circle. Mo dimithareng tse ka ba go tse mmalwa go tswa go yona center circle kgwele e tla tswa e le ya sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu. Ba re tla bona e le re kgwele e tla ba berekela bona ba stoppa sa yona Zwashu ka fa lo re ke one sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars one son a stoppa sa yona Zwashu. Ba e le gore ge stoppa sa yona Shining Stars se ka thopa papadi seema maemong a pele ka dintlha tse ka ba go ke lesome le botshelela 16 point. Ba e le gore yona Zwashu ge e ka fenywa papadi ya maemong a bobedi e tla ikemela maemong a bobedi ba tloša yona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars go leo e fella ka diatleng tša yona Radino wa lebella ke yona Radino ka yona kgole e lahlela montlenyana ka yona 18 area ba tša kgole ba romela ka montle sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars e tla tsena ka mogare tla tlhela sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu wa lebella Zwashu mogara center circle sona jersey ya bolesome o feta ka yona kgwele ya bapalla e bapalla e boela ka sona stoppeng sa yona Shining Stars ba itse ba hlabasang kwa kolong a ba tša kgwele ba romela mo pele sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba re le tantabetse lena ba stoppa ba re le tantabetse lena ba stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba tsa ke yona stoppa sa Shining Stars ba tša kgwele ba e bea ka montle ka bonolo fela monna o itse o e rola ka bonolo a itse a rola ka bonolo fela kgwele e tswela ka montle ba e tla tsena ka mogare le tatlhelo ya sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars Zwashu le tsere kgwele le beile ka montle e tla tsena ka mogare ka tatlhelo ya sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba tša kgwele bona ba stoppa sa yona Shining Stars tla bona ba tla irang ka yona kgweleo ba tša ba lahlela ka mara ba gopa go petsana e ba gopa go petsana kgweleo ba ya rahlela ka montle sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu e tla tsena ka mogare le tatlhelo ya sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba tša kgwele ba lahlela ka mogare ba tša lahlela ka mara sona jersey ya botshelela bua ka yona kgweleo ka botlhale o e romela ka montlenyana sona jersey ya bobedi o re feta ka monna kgwele e tswela ka montle a tša kgwele e rolela ka montle tla tsena ka mogare tatlhelo ya sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba tša kgwele ba lahlela ka mogare tla Lasla kamar sa nas pasa na Zwashu. Baik cakap nolo fe. Balas la mumrakunya. Baca balas la kulu mumrakunya na be tabasang kokulu. Ita tena gana khuleo. Elias pasa na Zwashu kam karlo na Shining Stars. Baik tidak sa nas pasa na Shining Stars banca khuleo mukuti. Banca khuleo mukuti malokan player. Kung sa nas pinsa na Shining Stars. Tabola mumtamigo rbona elogor sa nas pasa na Zwashu ke silor sbeile sa nas pasa na Shining Stars ka fakasa khatelo mugusipi. Balo bona elogor gi kona kiki mas nas pasa na na Zwashu cha khule be thile la kamun tita to mumra kholo na kul kiki sa nas pasa na Shining Stars. Balo rebele maite ko amango ko to sa nas pensa na Zwashu. Balo ba permi bala e ka bafu emishu maruku eka balu ana lemi stripe eka ba khemi bulu paleta to na kama karle ko tika so pasana Zwashu wate khuleo aba palla khuleo ta ba so so pasana Shining Stars ba ja ba rola mopi aba ja khule ba rola mopi le fita mo gara senta seka wala kam karle so so pasana Zwashu le bona ba ja khwe ba ragala mopi le ba bushi ja so pensana Shining Stars bale bella kam no lo fe ba fita ga na khuleo so pasana Shining Stars pata ga na khuleo ba i jo fita kam na ka no lo fe kisha malokanu emisa fulaga oro khole to tikamon kisha malokanu oro khole to mi mo fati tena kam khari la kata the asna ska pasa na Zwashu bata la tela khole o sona ska pasa na Zwashu ja khole ba la tla mo pele nyana ka bono lo fe ba ja tsi sa mo senta seke ba khopa khopeta sona ska pasa na Shining Stars ba boka na khwe ba ja ro la mo pele nyana ja khole ro la mo pele ba mo khopa khopeta khole tsela ka ntle khole ge tsela ka mo ntle tla tsena ka mara ka ta tshele ya sona ska pasa na Zwashu khole tala tla ka mo gare le ya sona ska pasa na Zwashu ba itse ba rola mo ntle nyana ka 18 ba ja ona ska pasa na Zwashu ba ja ba bushita mo marago e ba ja khole ba bushita mo marago ba ja ba la ka mo ntle nyana sona ska pasa ona Zwashu wa feta ka na khole o feta ka na mo na khole a feta ka na khole ta tsela ka ntle e tsela ka ntle khole incha ka sona ska pasa ona Zwashu Tata na kamar ka na ska pasa na Shining Stars ba mo khopa khopeta maloko na player karla na jersey abubi ba mo khopa khopeta maloko na player ika bokas na ska pasa na Zwashu wala siya na khole abala siya khole ba itja ba rola mo pila ba palla na khole ba itila ka thokos na ska pasa na Shining Stars ba itja mo senta sekel o itja rola ka montenya ai ja bushi ta ka montenya na jersey abubi or dala 1-2 ya ba palla khole itja la ka monte maloko ni mtio maloko na ba khole ga ibe na ska pasa na Shining Stars Arita na kamara sa Nationista. Papalago na Julio. Yapapala Julio tawa sa Stopasa na Zwashu. Bye. Balik ako ralago na transitional play. Kung Stopasa na Zwashu, yapapala na Julio. Ita joga na Radino ka na Julio. Yapapala. Waboy na Radino Panchakwele. Panchakwele koti bana ba Stopasa na Nationista. Ube baru Kwele Ikadino. Yapapala na Julio. Itabwa ka makaro Kwele Iliona kona kikia sa Stopasa na Zwashu. Allora vai Google kamera iti. Abno lo fela, vai tula kay choko na stop sa na siya ni stas pula yoko. E tabwa ka sa stop pa sa yo na siya ni stas. Paja ko le belas la kamonte. Kweli ita na kamera ta tila sa stop pa sa yo na zuat. Vai jawa khulio. Balas la kamera abno lo fela jala la mo pila mo palla na khulio. Ke ba palla na khulio. Dar fall through ka stop pa sa yo na zuat. Chakule tabasang ko kulbe chola kamonte. Ei chola kamonte khole ita na kam khargile ta thelo ya so na stop pa sa na zuat. Ita na kam mar khole. Ila so na stop pa sa na zuat. Pa elo kore kin no iti ko choko so na stop pa sa siya instas. Iti ya so na stop pa sa na zuat. Pa elo kore boni so na stop pa sa na zuat sunu siya no kam khawa penalty. Pa elo kore boni elo kore so na stop pa sa na Zwashu gisuro sabile so na stop pa sa na siya instas ka pa sa khatel lor boni la maiti ko elo radirle ke so na stop pa sa na Zwashu. Palor mo mo karlo nyabu bedi stop pa sa na siya instas. Stafeto lamawa. Itata na kamara khule so na stop pa sa na Zwashu. Yaba palla khule. Itata na kam kharle so na stop pa sa na siya instas. Itata na kamara khule. Balas la kabno lo fela so na stop pa sa na siya instas. Le kawana la jersey abul sub. Fita kaya na monna, fita kaya na monna. Vamos kupa kupit. Malukan nurlio na plio. Itawa ka so na stop pa sa na Zwashu. Pacha khwe. Pero rumela mo pila pa palla na khule. Iba palla na khule tabela karlunya so na stop pa sa na Zwashu. Ili karlungyo coach. Malukan nurlio na plio. Itawa ka na khule. Itabuela marakunya na yo na kwele malukane ubona posho kutsa kusana stupin sayona Janistas valor le sukana na Janistas li kuman la karate surwa sukana la jersey pa ya mathomo go fana karolo ya mathomo ya maikutsong fa le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu le sona setlhopha sa yona Tshwane Stars ya lekalekana ka dino fa e le gore re tla kopana karolong ya bobedi ba re tla bona le tlhopha tse pedi di tla kgona go change mawa a re kopaneng gape karolong ya bobedi fa e le gore papadi mo karolong ya mathomo e fela e le one sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars one sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu fa e le gore re bone e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke se e le gore se ka fase ga kgatelelo se bea ke sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ke fa e le gore mo karolong ya bobedi re tla bona e le gore ditlhopha di fetola mawa o fitlha kae fa e le gore re lemoga gore go na le tsona di-women promotional league playoffs fa e le gore sona setlhopha sa go tswelela go welfa local football association se e le gore ke sa banyana ba se re ke sona a sejiki fa e le gore se gona fa e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona a sejiki ke se le gore se emela sona welfa fa e le gore sona setlhopha se papeng la gona sefako magata ba le gore se tla raloka yona final go tswa go yona women promotional league ba le gore tla kopana mo karolong ya bobedi ya papadi ba tla ra bona gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars go fa sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ke sefe mo gare ga ditlhopha tse le gore di tla thopa papadi
So So it is halftime in our game. It's 1-1 in the game of Shining Stars against Zwashu. It's a tough game that we've seen so far. Remember, these are the two top teams that we have in the league. It's the two top teams that we have in the league, and right now we are actually having our halftime show, and we've got with us the chairperson. I don't know today if you are the chairperson of the league or you're actually the chairperson of Zwashu, but but because you've been watching the game yourself, we just need your analysis of how the game has gone. What is your take on the game so far? The first half, we've seen a very tight contest.
No, thank you very much to the chair of welfare and an analyst was watching the game. I must say that it's a humdinger of a game. It is a reflection of the two teams that are on top of the log. Is an end to end affair. I must say, in the first 5 minutes or so, Shiny Stars was on top of the game. But then, as and when the game progressed, and then Zwashu was able to come back. In fact, if we were to be honest, Zwashu should have been 2-1. So that's what has happened. But then I think the teams do have an equal strength. Looking at the teams in totality, if you look at the defense of Zwashu, it's a porous defense, and it is too slow. So I think if Zion Stars can exert more pressure, they can get 1 or 2 goals. But then when you go with the whole team of Zwashu, then you got into the middle of the park. Zwashu controls the middle of the park. And maybe it can be 59, 41% in the middle of the park. So because the balls are high, and when they are high, Shiny Stars players are too short, and the guy Malova, who's playing center of the middle field, is controlling, but then not to the level that he wanted himself to express. And then in the side of in the air wingers, I think Shiny Stars boys have done a good work in closing the winners. The wingers they don't come the way you want them to express themselves in a game of this magnitude.
Just talking about the wingers, from interject there, we've seen that the Shining Stars players, they do get to the post, but now when it comes to the final ball going into the box, what has been your take on that in terms of getting the ball in and perhaps converting?
Well, I was coming to that point, to just getting into to Russian completely. But then look at Chinese Stars; they do have two speedy players in the wingers. The only thing is that when they cut back, that's where the problem is. You could see their game; it was just a cut back and a square ball, then it finds an empty net. The full backs of Zwashu are too weak for those wingers of Chinese Stars. If they can express themselves more than what they've expressed themselves in these games. And then the strike option Stars is pacey. The false nine of Shani Stars is also skillful. So if they can exploit those opportunities that they are getting, I think they can head Zwashu big time. I think if you look at at least I know the players of Shani Stars. If you look at the Only and you look at China, you look at Temba and you look at Una, surely uh, if they play the way they are used to play, they can be able to get 1 or 2 goals and then you come back. I think Shiny Stars is also a bit shaky at defense. In the center of defense, so it's a bit shaky. And I think if they can correct that part of their game and correct the part of the game in the middle of the park, Shiny Stars will win. But then Zwashu can
Let's talk
just
about Zwashu for a moment,
yeah,
right?
yes,
Zwashu, and you are
yes. I
coming
was
to
going
Zwashu. I
to
want to hear,
Zwashu. Yeah,
what
yes.
does Zwashu need to do to turn this game around? What do they need to do to win this game?
They must not kick the ball. They always kick the ball. They kick the ball up front. They throw the ball up front. If Shiny Stars can be able to contain that, then Zwashu is not going to be able to play. I think they must put it on the ground, play it. But then I think their strength is just kicking the ball forward, and then this can be one, two things. When they build up in the middle field, they are 1-2s who can see them. And when they get to the finish box, they want to just
Go long.
go long. And then when you go long, so it means the field will be closed, and then the defenders will they'll be able to take the second ball. If they can play the ball easier, I think they have an opportunity. Also, like I said earlier, they had an opportunity to be 2-1 up after they came back from that one goal deficit. But then if they can change the style of play and play and start to play the ball, not kicking the ball, I think they have an opportunity of scoring also 1 or 2. It's a balanced game. All in all, it's a nice game to watch.
You mentioned Malova from Zwashu,
Mm.
one player that we know he normally controls the game from the middle. Today we've seen that Shining Stars have tried to contain him. Would you say he would be key for Zwashu if they are going to turn this game around?
Yeah, he will be key for Zwashu, but then he must be aware. It's him and Mshish
In the
in
middle of
the
the
middle
park.
of the park.
Is that where
Yeah,
the game
yeah,
will be won
that's
or
where the
lost
game
today?
is going to be won today. Now look at the difference of the two players. So Mshishi is mobile. She's not always with Malufa. She can go wide both side of the field, and Malufa is stationary in the middle of the park. That's where the game is going to win. When Shishi is gone, that's where I think Malufa should exploit that thing. But then Malufa always, when Shishi is going, Malufa is left behind. And that will create an opportunity for Shiny Star. That's where the game is going to be won, in the middle of the park. Or Zwashu can get a lucky goal by throwing it up front and then get a header and then they win the game. But the Shiny Stars is putting it on the ground. And if they can get 1 or 2, then Shiny Stars will be home.
So, just before the boys come back for the second half, I just want to shift our viewers away from this game for 2 seconds. There's something very big that happened earlier on this morning. ACG Football Club, the ladies who won the previous UEFA Ladies League, they were playing the semi-final of the promotional playoffs today, and they won going into the final, which means they are actually getting promoted to play the women's regional league. What's your take on that, and what's your message on
I'm
that?
overexcited about the development with the Asijiki girls, and I think they've put welfare into the map. I think this will help us to make sure that we build ladies football or women's football more vigorously. I think going into the next season, we know that we're going to be minus. Asijiki that is going to make us proud at the highest level in the region. But then I think it is an opportunity for us to market women football and make sure that at least welfare has more than 8 teams of women football and put a lot of energy, a lot of resources into women football. I think I will task the marketing of our association to make sure that when we get into the new season, probably we'll be having equipment for women football. We might also have kits for each and every team that is coming, women football that is going to have the marketing for them to come to Alpha, to come to Alpha. Asijiki has just assisted us to just make sure that we put the bar. I think it is a reflection of good organization within welfare when we look into women football. We started with 6 teams, 7 teams, and we went. Others would have to put out, but we can realize what welfare seeks to do. And I think with that, it is going to boost the welfare and then have a very strong woman league in our association.
Chair, thank you so much. The second half is about to kick off. We are expecting the boys to give us another show. It's been a very tightly contested match, like the chair mentioned. Our analyst for today, he's given us a very comprehensive analysis of the first half. We are about to kick off with the second half. The score is 1 to Shining Stars and 1 to Zwashu Football Academy. These are the top two teams in the Welfare Senior League, and they are both unbeaten as up until now. Zwashu has 15 points. Shining Stars has 13 points. They've got one draw. Zwashu has not lost a single game. They've won all. So I'll hand you over now to Teboho, who's going to take us through the second half of the match.
Ke a leboga monna analyzer wa yona papadi between yona Zwashu le yona Shining Stars. Fa e le gore re boela mo karolong ya bobedi ya yona papadi, fa e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke nno e tee ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars, e tee ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu. Fa e le gore ge e ka ba maleka a papadi tsona setlhopha tse di o feleletsa e le gore e tlo raloka metshameko e ka bago e tsheletsego 6 matches without any lose mo ditlhopheng ka moka e le tse pedi. Fa e le gore kgwele e tla boela mo setlhopheng sa yona Shining Stars ba tsa kgwele ba romela mo pele felela ka yona diatleng tsa yona Radino wa sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu. Fa e le gore e ralokela ka montlenyana ga e tineria ba bua ka yona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ba tsa kgwele ba ragela mo pele, ba tsa kgwele ba ragela mo pele ba gopa go fetsa sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. Ba tsa kgwele ba ragela mo pele ya bapalla yona kgwele e bapalla yona kgwele e sa boela mo karolo ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ka mo lefapeng la yona Zwashu. Ba lebelela ga bonolo fela ra ka feta ka yona monna kgwele e mo palla yona kgwele o wela mo setlhopheng sa yona Zwashu. Ba bua ka yona kgwele le setlhopha sa yona Zwashu tsa kgwele e tlhabasang kwa kolong. Mothusa Malokwane o bona phosho le tantabetse lena ba setlhopha sa yona Zwashu e tla ba sena setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ka montlenyana jersey ya bolesome o tsa kgwele o e fakasang kwa kolo be ragela mo pele a tsa kgwele a ragela mo pele e tla tswela ka montle e tswela ka montle yona kgwele e tla boa e le yona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu. ba e latlhela kgwele e ba e latlhela kgwele ba e gopa gopetsa sena setlhopha sa yona Zwashu e tsena ka montle e tla boa sena setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. Ba tsa ba rolela yona kgwele ba tsa rolela mo pele ba mo gopa gopetsa ya mo palla yona kgwele e bua ka yona Zwashu. Zwashu ba tsa kgwele ba kukela mo pele e ba e kukela mo pele ba e gopa gopetsa bona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ya bapalla e bapalla kgwele e wela mo setlhopheng sa yona Zwashu e wela mo golenyana Zwashu. Malokwane o bona phosho go tswa go sona setlhopheng sa yona Zwashu gore ga e tloge mo moragonyana ka sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. e tla tloga e beilwe mo fatshe ka sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars. Ba lebella bona ba stopper sa yona Shining Stars ba tja kgwele e bja mo pelenyana a e tja e bja mo pelenyana malokwana le yona player ka sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ba e tja jersey ya bolesome kgweleo o tja o feta ka monna a feta ka monna e romela mo pelenyana ka bonolo fela ba mo kgopetsa malokwane o tla ntsha karata e serolwana o e fana le segana le sona stopper sa yona Zwashu. Stopper sa yona Shining Stars kgweleo e tla boa e le yona goal kick ya sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ke ena Radino mo e le gore o apere jersey ya mathomo jersey ya pele ba e le gore e sa le one Shining Stars one yona Zwashu mo karolong ya bobedi papadi sepetse metsotso e ka bago ye mene e tla boela papading ka sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ba feta ka yona kgwele ba gopetsana ka bonolo fela e tla bo ka sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars jersey ya boseswai ba e tja monna e bja ka digara ba mo gopetsana o bja ka yona kgwele o berekisa bohlale o itse bušetša morago jersey ya bolesome o feta ka yona lesogana wa itse re rolela mo thokonyana mo palela yona kgwele mo center circle ka yona stopper sa yona Zwashu le yona ba palela yona kgwele yao e tla re hlaba sanko kolobe sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars kgwele e felela ka matsogong a yena Radino wa tsa ke yena Radino kgwele yao ba itse be rolela mo pele a itse a rolela mo pele felela mo stoppeng sa yona Shining Stars e bona e ba palela kgwele yao e tla ba ka sena stopper sa yona Zwashu ba itse e rolela mo pele ka mo mothalading ona center circle ba itse kgweleo le rola ka mafatla Zwashu o re feta mo center circle ya mo palela yona kgweleo e tla boela mo karolong ka sona stopper sa yona Shining Stars ba itse latlhela mo center circle le sogana jersey ya bolesome le botlhano wa lebelela ka yona kgweleo wa e polish wa e fogotlha mo gara center circle o fitlhisa yona monna ka yona kgweleo o išetša mo karolong jersey ya botshelela ya mo palela yona kgweleo a e bua ka yona stopper sa yona Shining Stars malokwane o re play yona ba lebelela ka yona Shining Stars o feta ka monna malokwane o bona phosho malokwane le mothusi malokwane ba bona phosho go tswa go sona stopper sa yona Zwashu le sogana la sona stopper sa yona Zwashu temogela karata e ka ba go e serolwana ke karata ya boraro ye le re tswelela sona stoppeng sa yona Zwashu ke karata ya boraro ye serolwana e le re ya mo stoppeng sa yona Zwashu sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars. Malokwane o bona phosho go tswa go sona sehlopeng sa yona Shining Stars ba re kgwele ya hlomiwe fase mo dimithara tse ka ba go tse mmalwa go tswa go sona 18 area sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba re le gopa gope di le tsore ka letsogo lena ba sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars lena Shining Stars se re kgwele ka letsogo re tla bona le re tla ba berekela bona sehlopha sa yona bia zona kgwele a re bone le re batla no tshwanno ya bobedi bona ba sehlopha sa yona Zwashu ba lebella dirisa bo wa ikuka kgwele o e ragela ka hodima dino yona kgwele ebile maiteko a mabotse go tswa go sona sehlopeng sa yona Zwashu e fela ya bapalla yona kgwele e tla tloga ile yona goal kick ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars mo karolong ya bobedi e tla tloga ka yena Radino wa e tšea lahlela montenyana ka mogare ga 18 area wa e tšea pa le sogana le dirisa bolesome go feta ka yena kae ka bonolo ba mo gopa gopetse Malokwane o phe yona ka sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba tšea yona kgwele o romela mo center circle go yena Moshishi ba re go na le sogana ba re yena Moshishi wa pere dirisa bolesome le botlhano go tswa go sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba e tšea Zwashu ba romela mo ntlenyana go mothaladiwa wa center circle ba tšea kgwele dirisa bobedi o e tšea kgwele o bušetša morago ya mopalelana kgwele eo e tla ba go sena sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars Moshishi o tšea kgwele o e romela ka montle ba reka petrol ka ra 16 a ka o senya yona kgwele wa e senya yona kgwele o senya yona kgwele e tla tsena ka mogare le yona tatlhelo ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba dirile mošomo mo kaone bona ba sehlopha sa yona Zwashu ba tšere kgwele ba beile ka montle e tla bua ka sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars e be le maiteko a makaone go tswa go sona e be le maiteko a makaone go tswa go sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars kgwele re tla boela papading e tla bua ka sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars kgwele e tla tswela ka montle mothuša Malokwane o re ga e be tatlhelo ya sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu mothuša Malokwane o re kgwele ga e tsena ka mogare le ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba le re tla tloga le yona goal kick e tla boa le yona goal kick ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars e tla tloga mo morago le yona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars wa e tloša yena Radino wa e tšea rola ka montlenyana yona 18 area sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba e tšea ba tlhabasang kwa kolobe mo malong e mebale monna o tšea kgole e bja ka digare le sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba latlha yona kgole eo e tla boela gona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu ba e kuka ka ra 18 wa e swarela a ka raka yona kgole ya mopalla ba ya gopa gopetsana Malokwane o bona phosho go tswa go sona sehlopheng sa yona Zwashu re kgole a hlomiwe fase le sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars e tla hlomiwa mo fase mmithara o mo tee go tswa 18 ja yona sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars e tla tloga mo morago Shining Stars ba e tšea ba e bua latlhela mo moralading wa center circle ba e bapalelana go eo be tla rola ka sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu le sokana le dirisa boshupa wa e tšea o e latlhela mo pele o sona dirisa bolesome le botlhano re bona phosho e le re dirile ke sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars fa e le gore tša ba mmithara e ka ba go o mote go fa mebedi go tswa go yona 18 ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars fa e le gore kgwele e tla tsena ka mogare e tla ragela ka mogare ke lesogana la jersey ya bolesome le bongwe jersey number 11 go tswa go sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu re ka bona ra ka irang ka yona kgwele o beakantšha le botaradino wa ikuka kgwele a tšea kgwele yo ragela ka hodima dino e be le maiteko a mangwe go tswa go sona sehlopheng sa yona Zwashu jersey number 11 o tšere kgweleo Wera ka jaga Marino. Bailor tatoka mo. Eliona goal kick ya sona stopa sayona. Shining Stars. Eta toka ga na Radino. Bailor papa yi speji mitu e ka ba ho. Akil ele some. Lebotano. Bailor khole ta tona ka ma. Ga na Radino. Bailor tla tja khwe. Batla khwele bona ba stopa sana Shining Stars ke ba loro ba pala kana go ba loro ba rekla ka mo mo senta sekela ba khopa khopisa mo thisha malokwane le malokwane bona po o tja go sana stopeng sa yona Zwashu ba loro le khopa khopeditse tla tloga ile mo fase yona khwele mo senta sekela tla tloga khwele le mo fase mo senta sekela ka sana se hlopha sa yona Shining Stars fa ile ro one sona Shining Stars one yona Zwashu fa ile re papadi ka fela go le sora re sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu batla ba mo maimong a pele sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars tla ba mo maimong a bobedi papadi ke papadi le gore ke yona decide gore ana jona le sehlopha ke se fise se tjanketa pele mo logo khwele e tla boela mo morao yana Radino wa lebella na khwele o dira phosho yana Radino ba khopa khopetsana khwele e ba khopa khopetsana khwele e tla hlola ka mogare ka sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu le sona dirisa o le 15 jersey number 15 wa lebella e la hlola ka bonolo khwele ba senya khwele le sona jersey number 13 tja khwele la hlola go yana Radino khwele fela ka matsonga yana Radino ya ba palla na khwele jersey ya botshelela Shining Stars ya ba palla na khwele wa itja o bishetja morrago yana Radino wa tswa ke yana Radino mo dino wa itja o bishetja mo morrago nyana o jersey ya bone Shining Stars ba ikuka khwele ya ba palla khwele ba palla ka khwele Shining Stars o itja we faka sanko kolobe khwele a itja faka sanko kolobe khwele tsela ka montle e tsela ka montle tla ba ile yona tatlhelo ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ka sona jersey ya bolso wa itja we la hlela ka bonolo fe fast throw ka sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars ba re khwele tsena ka mogare ka sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu le sona la jersey ya boshupa sona la jersey ya boshupa ke yana le gore ba santja la hle khwele wa itloge e tla bua ka yana le sona jersey ya bone ba itja la hlela ka mogare a tja khwele la hlela ka mogare o isetja mo thokonyana ba itja hla ba sang kwa kolobe khwele a felle e tla tsena ka mogare papadi e le goal kick ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars e tla la hlela ka mogare khwele sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars e tla tsena ka mogare khwele e le yona corner kick ya sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu ba le re tla bona e le rona khutla e tla ba berekela sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu ba ikuka ikela ka mara 18 ba ithila yona khwele o ya tlanya le letloa ba ya tlanya le letloa bona ba sehlopha sa yona Zwashu ba nesha nno ya bobedi fa e le gore sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu se nnosha nno ya bobedi fa ba e gopa tsona Zwashu ba tša kgweleo ba e latlhela ka montle kgweleo ba e latlhela ka montle e tla tsena ka mogare e le yona tatlhelo ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars fa e le gore bona e le go diphetogo di tla ra ke yona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu re bona e le gore dira phetogo le ka bona la jersey ya botshelela le tsena ka mogare fa e le gore go tswa lesogana la jersey ya bolesome ba tsenya lesogana la jersey ya botshelela mogare go tsena lesogana la jersey ya bolesome mo karolong ya bobedi pa fa le re tla tsena ka mogare le yona tatlhelo ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba e korolana go leo ya bapala e tla tsena ka mogare ka tatlhelo yona Shining Stars ba ntšhitše ke yona Zwashu yona go leo ba boka sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu yona go leo a bonolo fe mo center circle Zwashu mo center circle ba lebella ka yona go leo a ka ikuka ke nnete ba ikuka e kukela montle ba e fetiša sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars tla tsena ka montle go leo ga e tswela ka montle go leo tla tsena ka mogare ka yona tatlhelo ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu segana la jersey ya bolesome le boraro jersey number 13 wa e tšea o bušetša mo morago jersey ya bona a ka lebelela ka yona go leo segana le gore raka ka loto la nyele ya mo palela yona go leo ba e thula ka yona Shining Stars go le kotsa ka raga ba e thiba yona go leo ba e thiba gona go leo ka sena setlhopha sa yone Shining Stars ya boela segana jersey ya boraro ba e kgopakgopetsa go e thula ka yona go leo ya mo palela Shining Stars ka bonolo o wa tswa ke narani a ka raga ya ba palela yona go leo ya ba palela yona go leo sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ba bile le maitemogelo go ka nosa nno ya boraro e bapaletše fela le tla morago la yona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba e tatlhela kgwele ka yona mebele ka moka ba ya kgweleng ka mebele ka moka fela kgwele ya bapalla mothuša malokwane o emiša folaga keta pele molloko fa e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu Stoba le dintlha tse ka ba go je lesome le seswai 18 point ba e le gore sona setlhopha sa Shining Stars se tlo ema maemong a bona a lesome le boraro 13 point ba lo ba ikuka a ikela ka mogare wa jogana radino e formatse le kgwele e tla boa ka sena setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ga bonolo e fela mo matsong a yona radino wa ja radino tša kgwele e rekela mo pele ka bonolo fela a tša kgwele e rekela mo pele ya moši yona kgwele e tsena ka mogare kgwele e le gore panka ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ke panka le reme ka maoto fa e le gore a re bone e le gore ba ka itemogela yona phenyo re bona e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ditulo tša bona di a ba kokona ba le re tla tsena ka mare tatlhelo ya sena setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba tša kgwele ba latlhela mo pele ba lebelela ka bonolo Zwashu ba tša kgwele ba latlhela mo karolong e kotsi e tla boa ka yona Zwashu a bonolo fela o feta ka monna tšerisi ya botshelela wa tša kgwele e bea mo pele tšerisi ya bosome le boraro ya mo palelana kgoleo la bereka le tla morago la sena setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars tšerisi ya bolesome feta ka yona kgoleo o e fetiša
wa tša kgwele o feta ka ena monna ka lebelela ka ona kgweleo wa etša rola mo pelenyana ba e kgopakgopetse tsena ka rakarolo e kotsi sona setlhopha sa ona Zwashu wa lebelela wa ikuka ena kgweleo e tshwana Jeris o e bjaka ka digara ona kgweleo Jeris ya bosome le boraro jersey number 30 wa ithula kgweleo o no betisa monna ka ona kgweleo o re ga e tsene ka mogare kgweleo e le yona corner kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ke corner kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu e le gore ke tse pedi tša yona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu e tee ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars fa e le gore la bona re ke corner kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ba re tla bona le gore ba tla noša nno ka re ke setlhopha se le se na le maitemogelo a go noša dino ka yona tsona di-corner set piece ba kgopakgopetsana kgwele setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ya bapalelana kgwelego re fa le re bona mo karolong ya bobedi sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu se beetse sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ka phoso ya kgatelelo e tla bobana kgwelego e felela mo ateng tša yona Radino wa lebelela ke yona Radino tša kgwelo e bjaka montenyana montle mo thuša malokwane o emiša fela gore le tantabetse lena ba setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ba thuša go bonolo fela Shining Stars jersey ya boseswai o išetša ka montle jersey ya bolesome le bongwe ya mo palela yona kgolego e tla ba ka sona Zwashu leo le ena o e rekela ka ntle e tla boiwa mo fase kgolego e tla tsena ka mogare le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars goal kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars e tla tloga mo morago ka yona Radino yona kgolego wa lebelela ke yona Radino e bapalela mo pelenyana gae wa lebelela ke namšiši jersey ya bolesome le botlhano o etša o bušetša mo morago wa nna le tla morago wa lebelela e tlaba sang kwa kolo o bušetša mo thoko-thoko e le yona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba lebelela Shining Stars jersey ya bošupa o tša kgwele o bušetša mo center circle wa mo kgopakgopetsa kgweleo Zwashu le bona ya bapalela kgweleo e tla bolela mo Radino ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars wa lebelela ka bonolo fela o iketlela yona kgwele wa iketlela yona kgwele wa etša tlaba sang kwa kolobe e tsela mo moralo dingwe yona center circle ba e thula ka ihloko bona Zwashu ya bolela kgweleo e felela mo Shining Stars jersey ya bošupa ya boseswai ba etša be rola mo pele ya bapalela yona kgweleo e bapaletše yona kgweleo sona Zwashu ba senya kgwele bona Shining Stars ba etša kgwele ba rolela ka montle ba tša kgwele ba romela ka montle sona Zwashu ba lebelela wa e fetiša ka bonolo fela jersey ya botshelela super sub ba ka lebelela ka yona kgweleo ya mo palela yona kgweleo ya mo palla yona kgwele tla tswa mo morago le yona goal kick ya sona sehlopha sa yona Shining Stars je ke na radino o ibisetsa mo ntlenyana ka yona 18 wa etsia o rola mo pelenyana ka yona center circle fela Shining Stars palatla kgwele Shining Stars sehlopha se le gore mo karolong ya bobedi se latla kgwele ba etsia ke yona Zwashu ba mo gopa gopetse go feta ka yena monna Zwashu ba mo gopa gopetsana kgwele yao e tla botla rola sona sehlopha sa yona Zwashu mo moragonyana Shining Stars wa lebella ka bonolo fela Shining Stars wa lebella mo karolong ye kotsi palla yona kgwele sa le mo karolong ye kotsi ka yona Shining Stars a lebella ka bonolo fela ba mo gopa gopetse eba mo gopa gopetse ba pallana go leo e tla ba ka sena stoppa sana Zwashu le bona ba latla kgwele e ba latla kgwele sala mo karolong ya kotsi ka sena stoppa sana Zwashu ba lebella a ka lebella Shining Stars warra ba bonolo fela ya ba pallana go leo ya go leo bona ba Patela tla ka mare sona stoppa sana Zwashu ba gopa gopetsana ba ithula ka sona stoppa sana Shining Stars ba ntsha karolong ya kotsi e sa bolla mo stoppeng sana Zwashu ba gopa gopetsa Shining Stars a ka ranga fella ka diatleng jana Radino o tla bereka mmereko mo kaone wena Radino wa sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars re bona e le gore o tla tsa yona man of the match ba level ba gopa gopetsa sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ka bonolo ba itja kana Zwashu mo center circle ba itja ba gopa gopetsa ba regela mo pele go leo malokwane o bona push malokwane o bona push go tswa go sona stoppeng sa yona Shining Stars re go le ga tlhomiwe mo fatshe go leo ga tlhomiwe mo fatshe go tswa go sona stoppeng sa yona Zwashu e tla tlhomiwa fatshe yona go leo e tla tswa ka sona stoppa sa yona Zwashu mo morala dingwana center circle ba lebella Zwashu ba ikukela mo pele ba gopa gopetsa e fetisa ba bonolo fela ba re le tantabetse lena ba stoppa sa yona Zwashu ba re ga tlhomiwe mo fatshe yona go leo e tla tloga mo morago e tla tloga go leo mo morago ka sona stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba e rola go leo Shining Stars ga bonolo fela ba e tsa rola montle malokwane ba tloga bonolo Shining Stars ba ka ranga yona go leo ba e thiba ke yana Radino yona go leo ba e swara ke yana Radino yona go leo stoppa sa yona Shining Stars ba ba le maitemogelo a makaone sa lebano xa nno ya bobedi ba lebelela ke yana moshiši o e le gore o karolotse ka moka ba e rola ga bonolo fela Shining Stars ya bapalelana go leo ba ithula ka yona Zwashu ba e gopa gopetsa mo center circle Zwashu ga bonolo fela e rola monte ba e tja go leo e bja ka montenyana se gana dirisa bosome le borago ga bonolo fela wa tswa ka yena Radino go leo wa e swara e felela mo diatleng tša yena Radino se gana le dirisa bosupa ya mo palela yona go leo e mo palela yona go leo e tla tsena ka mogare tla tlhela sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu wa lebelela wa ikuka ga bonolo fela a ba ikua yona go leo ba ithula lona le tlamorago la sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba tšea kgoleo ba e rolela ka monte tla latlhela ka mogare ba ra latlhela ka mogare yona go leo setlhopheng sa yona Zwashu ba itse tlhabasang kwa kolobe re gola godimo-dimo ba ka ithula yona go leo ya bapala ba gopa gopetsana Shining Stars ba tšea kgwele a ka ranga ga bonolo fela ya mo palela yona go leo ya ba palela yona go leo ba re tla tswa e le yona corner kick ya sona setlhopha sona Zwashu bona e le gore mo nakong nngwe le nngwe malokwane a ka letla phala ka ge e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke nno tše pedi go tše pedi Zwashu ba ikuka ga bonolo fela ba ithula yona go leo e tswela ka ntle yona go leo corner kick Casimiro
Valor tla bolla yona papadi. Bona go ba lo go tswa go sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. Re bona e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ke ba e le gore ba itemogela kgobalo mo nako e sa fedise go pele papadi ikano ya bofelo.
Yeah, nako e buitsweng, but I don't think so. Ka four.
Ke fa e le gore re tla bona e le gore le ka bona sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars
Re pika motho re le ka
ke felo re seme ga le gore papadi e tla tswela pele. E ka no ba e le yona set piece ya mafelelo ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu. Ga le gore tla bona e le gore ba tla tša kgwele o ba tla tlanya le letlo. O fa go sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba tla šireletsa yona kgwele. A bonolo Shining Stars ba kuka yona kgwele ka marane 18 ba ithula a bonolo fela ba tša kgwele ba ithula. E tla tswa kgweleo e le yona e kick ya sona setlhopha. E tla bua yona kgweleo e tla rragola ka mogare e le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. Goal kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. E hloma fase yana Radino. E hloma fase yana Radino. Ba hloma yona kgweleo. Ba tlhaba sang kwa kolobe yona Shining Stars. A ye felo kgweleo mara senta sekelo monna e bja ka digara. A e tša bja ka digara yona kgweleo. A bonolo fela. Ba e tšea ba ikukela mo pele Shining Stars. A bapalla Zwashu ba tša kgwele ba latlhela ka mogare ya bapalla yona kgweleo. Ba e tša yona kgweleo sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba e romela ka montle e tla tsena ka mogare e le yona corner kick ya sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu. E ka no ba e le yona mo nakong e sa fetse go pelo. Ba ikuka Zwashu ka mara 18 a kgopa kgopetsa ba ithula yona kgweleo e tla boa ka mogare e le yona ya boa ka yona kgweleo sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ba tša kgweleo ba romela ka montle ba tša kgweleo ba romela ka montle e tla latlhela ka mogare ka yona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. A bonolo fela ba e tša ba e romela mo moragonyana. Foul through ka sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. Foul through ka sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars. Zwashu ba tla tša kgwele ba tla latlhela ka mogare. Ba tla tša kgwele ba tla e latlhela ka mogare sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu ga bonolo fela ba e tšea ba latlhela ka mogare ba kgopa kgopetsana Shining Stars. Zwashu Shining Stars. Zwashu ga bonolo e tšea o e rola ka tlhogo o e rolela montenyana ba mo kgopa kgopetsa o tša kgwele ba regela ka montle sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu. Zwashu ba tša kgweleo ba e rolela ka montle e ba tša kgwele ba rolela ka montle ba ithula ka itlhogo sona Zwashu ba feta mo karolong ye kotsi ka sona setlhopha sa yona Zwashu counter attack ba e tšea ba rolela mo pele ba ithula ka bonolo fela karolo e kgolo a ka raga ya mo palela yona kgweleo ge mo palela yona kgweleo ya ba palela yona kgweleo e tla tlhomiwa mo fase jale ka corner kick ya sona Shining Stars. Shining Stars ba tla tša kgwele ba e hloma mo fase e tlhomiwa mo fase yona kgweleo go tša bona Shining Stars ba e tša hlaba sang kwa kolobe ya ba palela yona Zwashu. Shining Stars a tša kgwele e rolela ka montle a tša kgwele ya rolela ka montle a tša kgwele ya rolela ka montle mothuša malokwane o bona phošo go tša go sona setlhopha kgweleo e tla tswa le sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba le gore bona e le gore sogana la yona Zwashu a ka itemogela ka rata fa le gore bona e le gore o dirile reckless tackle o dirile yona reckless tackle ba e le gore bona e le gore sona setlhopha sa yona Shining Stars ba thuso ya pele ka
China, where are you? China! China, why don't you come ground? Our keeper. Between the line and the keeper, never.
Ita bogo na Zwash. Wale bel lagano koleo. Wale bel. Chinese stars. Kamu nol. Jersey abis tu melebrar. Bar. Misha kamu nolo fela. Sona stopas. Sayona Chinese stars. Baik ya kamu nol. Malokwani uli chana kana labu bedi labararu ur papadi picha bufelo. Ore papadi ita picha bufelo unka po kite pedi chana stopas sayona Chinese stars te pedi chana stopas sayona Zwash. Pa eluril logo ita magona mko. Ako na di peto ko chana. Bolokong palore, may mo apili may mo nga bubedi. Pa elor bona elor sonas topas tayo na Zwashu sonas topas tayo na Shenistas. Pa elor kita pedi tayo nas topas tayo na Zwashu te pedi tayo nas topas tayo na Shenistas. Kalor nemete papadi te pedi tayo raloka kona bianung ka iriabun. Ka iriabun ke palor coba na elor coba na di copa. Tayo na coba na elor coba di copa jel di raloka. Bo iriabun na. Rua di ref. Pa elor bona elor papa di fedila. Arto tadi tapor to di biar ko yono. Arto tadi tapor to di biar ko yono arto nya ka bona ba kotisi ba di papa di kamaga. Palor to balin to pergi. Arto ba Leonana ko ya palor to bita ba kotisi kamaga. Baca bar chalu se te ka yono papa. Pa elo correr to le bella yona papa di palor rifile lona te pedi jana stop pasa yona. Zwashu le sona te pedi jana stop pasa yona. Chinese stars palor to tia di tapor bisa ko bona.
Our game has ended. The score is 2-2. Shining Stars 2. Zwashu Football Academy 2. It was a tightly contested match. Like our analysts did predict at halftime that it was going to be tight. Shining Stars did try to play it on the floor and move it forward. Um, However, Zwashu did take the second goal. We're going to now have a few interviews just to talk to the teams and find out what their take was on the game. So at this point in time, we're actually going to be joined by the captain of Zwashu Football Academy. We just want to get his take on today's game. Mr. Captain, please do join us. So the winning captain, actually, it's a draw today. Tough game you had today against Shining Stars FC. What was your take on the game?
Ish. Yeah, this team, Shining Stars, is only giving us tough time. Yeah. From last season until now, which they're always giving tough time. So we don't know how we're gonna beat them, but we'll get them second round.
So in the first half, we went in with a draw of 1-1. What was your approach going into the second half? We saw that you came in with the second goal from a corner kick. What was your plan going into the second half?
Okay, the plan was the coach told us to press them because they are playing the short passes. So you have to press them so that we can get a ball and get a goal. Because press them, they will have a pressure and then they will take a ball out. So the coach told us to press them.
Well, it has been a very good start to the season. You're currently sitting on top of the league, still unbeaten. We are only 6 games in. There's still about 24 more games. What can we expect from Zwashu from the 24 upcoming games?
As always, Zashi is the big brand, so we are going for it. We are going for it. You know what happened last season, but this season we are going for it. We are going for it, man.
All right, Captain, thank you so much and all the best with the rest of the games. Thank you. All right, we're going to be joined now by the captain of Shining Stars Football Club. Mr. Captain, tough game today against Zwashu. What was your take?
Yeah, it was a tough game, a brave one. Should have scored.
So you went up early on in the first half. How much confidence does that give you when you're playing against a team as big and physical as Zwashu?
Man, playing here, it's not about it big or something. It's just we play with a mental, a strong one.
And then for you as a captain, right, when you concede the second goal, what do you do in the field to pick up the boys and make sure that they have the courage and the strength to go back and fight and actually score the second goal?
Yeah, man. We can go until if it's not game is not over, we'll go until it's over. Then God decided to give us a goal. What a free kick from Shish. Yeah, man.
It was a beautiful free kick. We still have 24 more games in the league. You are still unbeaten. What can we expect from Shining Stars in the upcoming games?
No, man, we're gonna take all 3 points.
From every game.
Yeah, each and everyone. We are coming for you guys. Be prepared.
All right. Thanks, Captain. That was the captain of Shining Stars Football Club. And we are going to be joined now by the coach of Shining Stars. Coach, a very tough game today against the Zwashu Football Club. From the outside, from a spectator's point of view, it looked very tight, end to end stuff. What was your take from your perspective as a coach?
Thank you very much, Lamini. We expected this kind of game. We knew that when we came here, it's gonna be a tough one. Zwashu, they are they up there because of they deserve to be number one. So we told our boys that we gotta be mentally strong. We knew that it was gonna be a tough one, but after scoring the first one, the first goal, I saw my boys gaining confidence, thinking that this game is gonna belongs to us. But unfortunately, we ended it 2-2.
So, looking at the first half, it looked as though there was a bit of some edges, a bit of tenseness, some mistakes from some of your boys. Would you say that the nerves did get to some of them in the first half?
Remember this thing, it can be a decider to this league. We number two, they're number one. The game has to be tense. There's no way. So I think my boys showed character. That's how my players are. They play. They give their all. So I just want to thank them to give that a bit of thingy. Of confidence, the thing that they showed, I'm more happy with what they were doing. It was going to be like that. I mean, there's no way that a game of number first
First
place
and
and
second.
second,
Mhm.
that it doesn't become a thing tense. It just have to be like that.
Well, we've only had 6 games into the season. There's 24 more to go. I'm pretty sure Zwashu will not want to drop points. You yourself will not want to drop points. But what is your plan going into the rest of the season, and what can we expect from your boys?
No, you must expect a good football coming from my boys, and then but we're going to give it our all. I mean, we're fighting. We don't see ourselves dropping from that position, the second spot. It's either that or the first one. So it's going to be a long season, and it's going to be difficult for all of us. So yeah, we are ready.
All right, coach. Well fought today, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to be joined now by the coach of Zwashu Football Academy. Coach, we had a brief chat earlier in the week, and I asked you that this coming weekend you've got a very tough game ahead of you, and you mentioned that Shining Stars is one team you have not beaten yet. What happened today?
Yeah, with these ones, it comes very tough. I mean, when they came in a different way, because from the homework I did, she was still injured, not knowing that he might come back today. We know that is the one who is their pianist. He will be the one giving the tune. And yes, when they came in, we wanted to give them that first half, whereby they should show us how they are playing. It was fortunate for them that they got the first goal from the first half. I think it was about less than 7 minutes played. They got that first goal. Now it forces us to change everything, but after we changed, we had to make sure that from the middle we are making some changes. We pushed Marotha, which is number 12, captain, to go up a little bit. But when it was up, that was when those goals were still showing up. Because if those boys they want to play in between your center backs, it means that when they receive the ball from the center, they'd rather send it wide. It's either they're looking for only or they are looking for Una. So that's how that first half was like. And second half,
We saw a very tight game, and I think from previous conversation and previous interviews, you've mentioned that in the first half you normally sit and study how your opposition is coming in, and then looking into the second half, you started on fire, you got a corner, you converted it early. I'm sure the confidence was really high up. What happened after that leading goal in the second half?
when the boys came into the bench, what I told them was that these guys they want us to play on how they're playing. It means that every ball they get, it's either they play route one. When it comes into our half, our center back is also forcing it to go back looking for our strikers. It means that it's always a contestation between the striker and the defender. And when they win the ball, they send it back. And I said, no, guys, let's change. If you check in second half, there is a change I brought. And from that substitution, it had to change the whole shape. The guy was playing as the right wing. He came in also, meaning that now we've got two number 10s and a defensive midfield. If you check, that was when we were able to create about 3 to 4 chances, which we should have converted and take it to 3-1. Unfortunately for them not converting those chances, it came back to us from that set piece.
Speaking of that, we saw a few moments where you looked very frustrated on the bench, of chances that were not taken, and we still have quite a long season ahead of us. What's your plan around converting chances as well as how you're gonna play going forward for the rest of the season?
Yeah, a very nice question. I mean, if you check each and every game, we're creating those chances. I mean, it's more like we want to play under pressure, but now it's time that we change that mentality. Because with what happened today, it means that let's rather win these games from first up. I mean, from the teams who have made some studies, they are the teams which have always been tough. You know that they are up there season in, season out. Now that we've met shining stars, it means that it is time for us to go out there and shine. And the only way to shine is winning these games. It means that from now on, we're not dropping anything.
All right, coach, thank you so much for your time. Tough one today, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
All right, that was the coach there of Zwashu Football Academy. Our game has ended. It's a 2-all draw. The top team, the second place team in the league, they played their game to a tie of 2-all. These are the two unbeaten teams in our league, and they are sitting right at the top. Based on how tough the game was and how competitive it was, I can assure you that this season is definitely going to be a tough one, a tight one. And even from the conversations we've had with different coaches throughout the day, one thing that has been common from everyone is that there is no easy game here. Even the team you thought was not doing well last season or the team that didn't do well the previous week has actually risen up and gives you a tough challenge. So I can assure you that you should join us next week. We're going to have another exciting game of football from the WSL live. And before we go, just one more time, I just want to say congratulations to Asichigi Football Club for winning promotion into the Women's Regional League. They are definitely flying the welfare flag up high in ladies football. This has been another live broadcast of WSL, Welfare Senior League. We will join you again in the coming week for match day 7. Thank you.